How you doing, folks? James here, Mustard Slinger Sports, coming to you from outside Moody Coliseum. Where tonight SMU is going to be taking on TEXASON in their sixth basketball game of the season. You know, if you don't recall, this SMU team, they won 23 games last year, beaten conference foe twice, and national champion of last year, University of Connecticut. They also had two other top 25 victories and ended up getting snubbed by the NCAA tournament, they said, because of their strength of schedule. This team decided, you know, that they were going to try to bolster it this year after being the #1 seed in the NIT tournament, winning 4 games, eventually losing in the championship. And the first game they had out of that, they played a number 13 Gonzaga team, which they went out to California and lost by 16 points. Then they went up to Assembly Hall in Indiana, which that was a game they lost by 6 points. And then last night's loss to Arkansas makes 3 of those top 4 teams in the non-conference schedule they should have won to be able to do something. But, you know, this is an injury-riddled team, and this team's had other things that have happened to it here. You know, their big guy, Marcus Kennedy, he's out this first half of the season because of academic ineligibility. We also have Justin Martin, who was injured most of the preseason and ended up injuring his right knee in the last game he played in against Eastern Washington. You know, so it's been pretty hard for him, along with the Emmanuel Moody. Deciding to turn pro back in July and everything. But you know, that lets a lot of other guys step up. Of course, they have Nick Moore and Sterling Brown, I believe, and who is their big guys that are leading this team. But they've also got another prep guy that came out of Kimball named Kevin Frazier. And he's a sophomore, and hopefully he'll be able to do something and everything. But he just, you know, hadn't developed really, as Coach Brown said, on the defensive side of the ball quite well that yet. This should be a game that SMU should win, you know, to pull their record to 3-3 on the season. But, you know, that was a game they had against Eastern Washington that they should have won, and Eastern Washington ended up pulling it to within 5 points with a minute 33 left on the clock. Look forward to other coverage I'm going to be giving you, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching.